How does Section 1983 apply to police brutality? Imagine a situation where a person feels they have been hurt by a police officer's actions. You might wonder, can they do anything about it? Well, there is a law called Section 1983 that helps answer that question. This law is part of the United States Code and allows people to sue government officials, including police officers, if their constitutional rights are violated while they are working. When police use too much force or act unfairly, this law can be a way to hold them accountable. Section 1983 applies when a police officer uses force that is more than what is needed in a given situation. To make a claim under this law, the person who was hurt must show two main things. First, that the officer was acting in their official role, which is called acting under color of law. Second, that the officer's actions took away their rights protected by the United States Constitution. Most often, this involves the Fourth Amendment, which protects people from unreasonable searches and seizures, including excessive force during an arrest. When courts look at these cases, they ask whether the force used was reasonable from the point of view of a typical officer at the scene. For example, if a suspect is resisting arrest or trying to run away, an officer might be justified in using more force. But if an officer uses deadly force when there is no real threat, that could be seen as excessive and unlawful. It's important to remember that lethal force is only allowed if the officer believes there is an immediate threat of death or serious injury. Section 1983 does not create new rights. Instead, it gives people a way to seek damages or other remedies if their constitutional rights are violated. If someone wins a case, they might receive money for their injuries. These cases also serve to remind law enforcement that they can be held responsible for misconduct. Knowing your rights means understanding that if you believe you have been subjected to police brutality, you might have the right to file a lawsuit under Section 1983. To do this, you need to prove that the officer was acting in their official capacity and that the force used was excessive compared to what was necessary. It's also good to know that officers are not liable under this law if they were off duty or not acting in their official role. Section 1983 can also be used for other violations like illegal arrests or racial profiling. Recognizing this law helps people see what legal options they have when their rights are not respected during police interactions. It's a tool that can help bring justice and encourage better behavior from law enforcement officers.